team, we a pot of gold. I'm a dog, I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Gano out to kick this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 64 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21.
20.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Ready? Ready?
Let's go, D.
On first down, Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Gun.
Newton now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That 2nd down play nets a -4. There the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Gun. Express! Check right 54. Right 54. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. What is?
Out of the gun, Newton. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
That's it. 180.
Mark 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Newton to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, 47.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Set 20. Set 180. Hey, let's get in that hole. Kill. No.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it with Scarlett. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Ready. Mike 54.
On 1st down, it's Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ready. Mike 54. Let him know. Great.
To throw is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here at Arlington.
Great. Here we go. 8. Express. You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. Right there. Hustle. 54 Mike. I got it.
Here's Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Check in. Watch the pass. We're going to 53.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Straight kill. 27. Check in. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
54's Mike. Check. Gun.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Switch. Match box. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54.
So they start on the ground with Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
28.
Short on the start. 8 yards on the pickup.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here we go. 47.
Mike, 28. Mike, 28. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball.
Here we go. 47.
28. Mike. He's coming. Check in.
26.
Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against this secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those four. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right. And Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speed.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, kill. 27. We're going to 54. Three down. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This fielded at the 2. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Got a man, it's right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 2nd and 9, Newton. Throw left side complete. That's right. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Newton now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. There's a party now. Express. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Ain't no.
From the gun, here's Newton. Being chased out left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is taken at his 4. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ready?
Mike 54.
It's got to be 8.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Go. Great.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. DeMarcus Lawrence giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and 14.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. 6 man.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Now Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Brought down by Trey Boston. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 9.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Again, it's Elliott. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Push him back. Push him back. Mike, 55. Right there. Better bring it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. And he's going to go down again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Well, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey,
it's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. Now Newton on 1st down. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Greg.
To throw again. Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 43-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now Elliott. No, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
4 yards on the pickup.
Pick it up.
2nd and 6.
8.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
3rd and 12.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
You think you gonna get this? Hustle. You think you gonna get this?
55 mark, guy. 55. Hey,
20.
Hey. Wide. Get wide.
Gun.
From the end zone, Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Woods with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
55. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Mike 55. Mike 55. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Newton on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in two.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop.
Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it easy.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. First down, Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Cooper was the target there.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, and you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw. Right from the word go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. Express! Let's go, D. Check.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And now it's 2nd down.
That's it. That's it, 55. 8. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Throwing again. Newton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Set. 10 over. All right. Here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go. Get this.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
On 3rd down, Newton. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not the way they wanted to begin things yet. The interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And watch the
To throw is Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. Mike, 28. Watch the screen.
Prescott from the gun. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Right. Here we go. 54 Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 53.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Jim. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Line
Prescott to throw it. Oh, he's looking long for Witten. And the defense loses him. It's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check. 22, check. Check. 22, check. Ringo. Hey, check 24.
Here we go, 46.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
So that'll back them up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
To the right, boy. Tight to the right. Move.
To the air again, Prescott. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go. Line 8.
54.
Here we go. Go to 54. Line 8.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Here we go. Line 8.
Mike is 59. Hey, defense.
Hey, kill. Check. 26.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, Newton. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 9.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an out.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
After the sack, you could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish, but he looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that first down in the process.
Ready? 54 miles. I'm coming.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Malik Collins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing is Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hogan. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Ready? Back to the 3. Yo.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 45 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 11 yards there, first down. Now Prescott to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. Prescott on first down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked up by James Bradbury. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, we got a second. We remind you that the Madden Championship Series is back and better than ever. August 30th through September 1st, you can watch the top Madden competitors face off in Arlington, Texas for a total prize pool of $190K. Tune in and watch it. Twitch.tv/EA Madden NFL, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, August 30th and 31st, and then 10:30 a.m. Eastern on September 1st to see if Skimbo can go back-to-back-to-back as a Madden Classic champion.
On first down, Newton steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Well, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go. 88. 58. Here we go. Deuce.
This is McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6 at the Cowboys 40.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You must be getting tired of seeing 8.
Newton now to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Smith, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it.
And he's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 89 yards. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, yeah, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey!
To throw again on second down. Newton dancing to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
We're going to 53. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
There we go. 28. You better be afraid of me. You better.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this one's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Come get some. Here we go, 47. Check 3, check 3. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Line 26.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Alert 3. He's coming. Double up, double up.
They'll run with Pollard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Prescott now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Just like that. Who's that? Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that?
Hey, watch out, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. Flushed out, and the pressure gets to him again. Malik Collins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Back now in Arlington. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, pick your game up.
Gun.
54's Mike, 54's Mike.
Newton now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Right there.
The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm here all day.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are back within a single score.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2.
Whip, hey! Watch the whip. Sponge, free.
McCaffrey will try to run it in, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here's Pollard. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, Newton. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Malik Collins able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton being chased out left and avoids the contact by sliding. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Robert Quinn in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
On 1st down, Pollard. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 26 yards. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point hits the left upright but goes through anyway. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for Pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 55.
Newton to throw. And right with it here over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Newton now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Newton. Over the middle, complete. It's Hogan. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. One last throw here for Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there, as his guys will get the football back. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Snoop Dogg, got a Madden league. This team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers.
Let's go. Let's do this. Everybody, 28. 28. Hey, kill. 47. Watch the shit. 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now Elliott gets through, and now an opening. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 58 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Right there.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He takes this for 3 to the 29. From the 29, Newton, that's Samuel, caught left side. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. But they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player When they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
This is Elliott, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 39 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
After the run, Newton going to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third and long. It's Newton. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Might want to remember that third down play, 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Now Newton. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They took your advice from a bit earlier, tried the screen, but that one, it was covered up pretty well.
They did a nice job on it, but I still think it was the right idea. Probably just a block or two away from making it work.
180. Gun. Check. Walk 54. Right there. 54 miles. Quick press. Hey, one set. Check right 54. Right 54.
Now Newton. They will find his man. That's Hogan complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Ready? Gun. 54 mark. 54 mark. Walk 54.
From the 22, Newton looking middle, and it's incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Now, that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
Hey, watch us. Check right 54. Right 54.
To throw on third down. Newton got his man complete over the middle. It's right. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Here we go with McCaffrey. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, what a move. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 40, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And he is into the end zone again, so get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Marr now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive.
It's a foot race. The 30. Past the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 81 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On second down now, it's Morris. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
47. Number 28,
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Intended that time for Cooper.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
54. Got you. Express. Gun. Check 24.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Let's go. Hey, here we go. He's checking cross. Check 37. Check 37. Kill.
McCaffrey following the penalty. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Sean Lee on the tackle.
He wasn't ready.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's it. Big hit.
Pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Ready. Look at it. Hey. I'm coming after you. 54's Mike. Check.
On 3rd down, Newton over the middle, complete. That's Hogan. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
Ready. Look at it. Right there. 54 Mike. I'm going to come back to you. Great. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Coming to you.
On 1st down, Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Silver. Hey, watch
throw on third down. Newton escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Let's get this.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott.
So first thing across my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Watch the safety creep.
McCaffrey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Gotta do better.
Here's Newton. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Throwing is Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Chris Hogan in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go into the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. Gun. He's mine. Switch.
Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton got his man complete over the middle. It's Hogan. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
20.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They won't throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
Back at the 40-yard line.
Ready, 780, express! Exit, exit! Mike 5-4. 20. Mike 5-4. 54, Mike.
Throwing on second and long. Newton. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Robert Quinn. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Right there, 54, Mike. Take me up. Here we go.
Throwing on third and long. Newton looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down, Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Watch the shit, watch the shit.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, and down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win.
It got his man complete. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown? That gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
At the 39-yard line.
Ready? Look at it. Check, eight. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
On 2nd and 12, Newton flush to his right. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And a short gain here down to the 22. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. On 2nd and 9. Newton. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jalen Smith in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Gun. 54, right there. Drop deep.
Here's Newton. Over the middle, complete. That's Hogan. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, check. Kill.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. He's back to throw, and this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Panthers 24, Cowboys 21.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Panthers take over first and 10. Get ready. At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do When we have the opportunity, they've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
20. 8. Express.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
On first down, Pollard. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard again. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Big stop, let's go.
Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Gano the extra point, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Marr on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Express!
Mike 54.
They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Newton to throw. Well, this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.